So Alan Watts taught me the trick to meditation and how most of us get it wrong. And I want to share what I learned from Alan Watts with you. I was trained in meditation, transcendental meditation, and I always found it so difficult because I was always taught to focus on the breath and to repeat a mantra over and over. And the problem for me was that meditation turned into a task. I had a focus. I was trying to achieve something, and it kind of took me away from that meditative state. And then I came across this incredible video by Alan Watts where he taught me the #1 trick to meditation. I'm going to share it with you now.
The easiest way to get into the meditative state is to begin by listening. If you simply close your eyes and allow yourself to hear all the sounds that are going on around you, just listen to the general hum and buzz of the world as if you were listening to music. Don't try to identify the sounds you're hearing. Don't put names on them. Simply allow them to play with your eardrums and let them go. In other words, you could put it, let your ears hear whatever they want to hear. Don't judge the sounds. There are no, as it were, proper sounds or improper sounds, and it doesn't matter if somebody coughs or sneezes or drops something. It's all just sound. And if I am talking to you right now and you're doing this, I want you to listen to the sound of my voice just as if it were noise. Don't try to make any sense out of what I'm saying, because your brain will take care of that automatically. You don't have to try to understand anything. Just listen to the sound. As you pursue that experiment, you will very naturally find that you can't help naming sounds, identifying them, that you will go on thinking, that is to say, talking to yourself inside your head automatically. But it's important that you don't try to repress those thoughts by forcing them out of your mind, because that will have precisely the same effect as if you were trying to smooth rough water with a flat iron. You're just going to disturb it all the more. What you do is this. As you hear sounds coming up in your head, thoughts, you simply listen to them as part of the general noise going on, just as you would be listening to the sound of my voice, or just as you would be listening to cars going by or to birds chattering outside the window. So look at your own thoughts as just noises. And soon you will find that the so-called outside world and the so-called inside world come together. They are a happening. Your thoughts are a happening, just like the sounds going on outside. And everything is simply a happening, and all you're doing is watching it.
So that was the trick. And for me, by embracing just listening to the sounds around me without identifying with the sounds, without placing any judgment or meaning on them, I learned that it was exactly the same with my thoughts. That really meditation wasn't a task. It was just something to experience, just to let go of any meaning on anything going on around me, and I could learn to associate with my thoughts in the same way that I did with sounds, which was all about not placing meaning on them. I learned that actually I'm not meant to focus on my breath, but the breath happens naturally, that actually a lot of the bodily processes just happen automatically. Whenever I could experience that more and more, I found myself entering this meditative state, and it's totally changed my life. I hope it changes yours.